We move on to Hereditary,
Okay.
which I think is just a straight one of the most horrific movies I've ever seen.
One of the most terrifying movies I've ever watched in my life.
It's unbelievable.
I was scared the entire movie. And not only because of how terrifying it is, but like, again, slow tension and like the way it's shot, the way it's acted, the storyline that's going on. Again, you don't really know what's going on.
Characters.
And you just the tension builds up, and like the daughter's this weird kid, and then like the son's also kind of a weird kid, and then the mother with the miniature models that she's constantly building, which reflects her mind state. So the models, we'll get into that, reflects basically her and the family's state of mind throughout the movie, which is why obviously in the beginning of the movie she's working really hard on them, but then she starts to slack. She's getting calls from the people that she borrowed the money, that got the loans to them from, and she's like, there's going to be a delay. Then she eventually destroys all her models because at that point she's just gone completely bonkers.
Yeah, she's lost it.
But I love the imagery of that to represent the family.
Yeah, and it's such a great slow burn of a movie where everything's slowly rolled out, and when it crescendos upwards and it finally comes to its climax, I've never been so. You're rarely this on edge in a movie theater.
I was scared shitless when we saw this in theaters, man. Yeah. Holy shit! Like as soon as you know what's going on, and like once like people start getting possessed, and the mom gets possessed, and she's like tiptoeing around the house.
She's on the fucking ceiling,
and she's like a demon, and she's got like the weird posture in the eyes and everything. And Toni Collette's just chasing the son around the house.
Oh my god! The most terrifying thing in that movie, I think, is when Toni Collette's on the fucking ceiling and she's hacking at her neck with barbed wire, just like back and forth, like, and she's just like got this face. Toni Collette should have probably won an Oscar for this performance. She didn't even get nominated.
Dude, she's so good in it.
She does so much in this movie. It's insane how much she does in this movie.
Yeah,
and she's so convincing the whole time. She fully commits to it.
Yeah,
and
man.
The movie's on her shoulders. You know what I mean?
That scene in the attic, man. Holy shit! Every time I watch, I've seen it 3 times, and I'm always scared shitless.
Horrifying.
And
also one of the most powerful horror images I think in recent memory is when her husband catches on fire when she throws what's she throw in the fire? The book?
Book, yeah.
Yeah. She throws the book into the fireplace, and then he just suddenly bursts into flames, and it's just this wide shot, and she's just like staring at him in horror and shock, and he just is just burst. He's just caught on fire. It's unbelievable. And this beautiful image of the warm light in the house, and it's just insane.
Yeah, and then when you finally, the ending, when like people are being reborn and the people that are naked in the woods and hiding out are finally coming out, and you realize that it's about bringing life to a deity named Paimon. You're just like, what the fuck is going on with this movie? And the cool thing about this movie is when you watch it again, you realize that the daughter, Charlie, had Paimon inside of her the entire movie. So as soon as she was born, she had the demon Paimon inside of her. However, Paimon needs a male host. And so when Toni Collette's characters, they explain in the movie when she had the son, there's no way she was going to give her to her mother, the grandmother. So the grandmother
was in the cult.
She was in that cult trying to bring Paimon back to life.
Yeah. And
she wouldn't give her son to the grandmother because she obviously wanted, Toni Collette didn't know, but the grandmother wanted to bring Paimon back to life. Yeah. So then she settles for the daughter. So Paimon is living inside the daughter, Charlie, the whole movie, her whole life, as a placeholder for when they find a replacement body. And it's just so creepy.
And that's why, that makes sense, because that's why after the daughter dies, then the son starts getting possessed by Paimon.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason why she makes all these weird things. She makes like these weird bodies with twigs and stuff. And I think for me, when I watched it the second time, I'm like, that looks like it represents the body that she wants, or the body that she wants to be, or Paimon wants to be.